today what we're going to work on is page 8 of Essential Elements, book number 1. So first what we need to do is actually count and clap number 27 at the top of the page. But before we do that, there's a couple of new things. So we have 2 new things. We have a new note. Our new note is A, and A is played with a special key. We're actually going to use this key right here. And a lot of players, when they first use this key, they're not sure how to do it. They want to do like this, okay? But that is actually wrong. You don't want to put your pad, finger pad, up on this key. You just want to rock back. So it's almost better for you to put your finger kind of where your first tone hole is and just rock back. And that's how you actually play A. So when you rock back, it lifts up that pad over the tone hole and you make a higher sound. Because now, it's not just this tall. What happens is when we're adding fingers to our horn, we make the horn longer and longer and longer. And as we know, the longer an instrument is, the lower in pitch it's going to be. But when we actually hit the first knuckle with this key and it opens up this finger pad, now our instrument is this long, and that means it's going to play higher. So we're going to go up higher today. Okay, so A sounds like this. Go ahead and give it a whirl. You might have noticed that all my fingers are hovering, even my pinky fingers are hovering over the keys, and I'm rocking back on A. Here's G. So try that out and test it out. Make sure you can play A. Okay, next we have another new thing that they want to tell us about, and that is the fermata. A fermata holds any note that is above it for longer than the amount of counts that it's given. So if it's hovering over a whole note, like it is in 27, we're gonna hold it out for maybe 5 beats or 6 beats. If you were in class, I would go like this and hold it out for a while. And then when you see this, which is a cutoff, then we would all stop playing together. So this is a really important symbol that we use in music so we can sustain a note together, all together for as long as we want, and then cut off together. It's a great effect. So let's take a look at 27. Now we're ready to count and clap because we know our new note, which is A. A is also on the second space. Remember face, F-A-C-E. This is the second space, so it's A, and it's the highest note that we know on the treble clef staff. So A, second space. We see it first, and they label it for us in measure 2. Okay, so here we go. We're going to count and clap to get to know the rhythms of this piece. Let's try it. 27. 2 together, count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a little longer, right? Okay, so next what we're going to do is move our fingers and say the letters. As we're moving our fingers over the instrument, we're going to start with F, which is just thumb. And remember, after we get to G, we're going to rock our first knuckle over the key, the A key, and play the throat tone A. Here we go. Here we go. F. 2 together, go. F, G, A, 2, rest, rest. F, F, G, G, A2 beats, rest, rest. G, 2, G, G, A2 beats, F2 beats, C2, rest, rest. F. And this could be for a long time. So again, you have to wait for your conductor to cut off. All right, now we're gonna play it all the way through 27. Let's do that together. Get set, instruments up, good posture. be a little longer. Very good. All right, let's go to 28. So 28 is Clair de la Lune. This is a French piece, a famous French folk song. So we're going to learn how to play it now. You've probably heard this before, so we're going to count and clap first. This also has our new note A, so be aware. 1, 2, count and clap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to move our fingers. Make sure you start with F. Here we go. 2 together, say the letters. F, 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 G, A 2 beats, G 2 beats. F, A, G, G, F 2, 3, 4. F, 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 G, A 2 beats, G 2 beats. F, A, G, G, F 2, 3, 4. You should be able to read these letters. Don't mark them in your book. And obviously you can't mark your computer screen, so try to read the letters, watching the notes as they go by. We're doing a lot of space notes, so this is good. First space is F, second space is A, so watch out for those space notes. And read the letters, see if you can read them in time. We should be able to read these notes as fast as you can read your own name. Here we go, let's play 28. Here we go, 28. We're going to go to 29. 29 is called remix, and we are going to clap and count this first. We have a lot of half notes, and they are doing these big skips. So we're going to be moving our fingers. Anytime you see skips, stepwise is when you have a line to space note, but these are skips because we actually have a line to a couple of different notes above. So we're going to count and clap these first. Here we go. Remix. 2, count and clap and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, then rest for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and next we're going to say the letters. Let's move our fingers and say the letters. Going to be picking up multiple fingers. C, F, D, G, E, A, F. Rest, rest. C, C, F 2 beats. D, D, G 2 beats. E, E, A, G, F. If this seems too fast, please take the tempo down. It's at 91 right now on Smart Music, so you might want to take it to 80 or even 70. Okay, let's start on 27 and we're going to play it through. Now we're going to take a look at 30. 30 is London Bridge is falling down, right? It is also, London Bridge is also a duet, and that means when you're playing two parts at the same time. I'm going to try to play A part for you today and B part, and then we might even put both videos together side by side so you can see the two parts playing at the same time. All right, so let's start with part A, and we're going to count and clap. Part A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Okay, this time we're going to move our fingers. Get ready to move yours. A part. 2 together, move your fingers. G, A, G, F, E, F, G, 2 beats. D, E, F, 2 beats. Rest, rest, rest. G, A, G, F, E, F, G, 2 beats. D, 2 beats. G, 2 beats. E, C, 2 beats. And G, A, G, F, E, F, G, 2 beats. D, E, F, 2 beats. Rest, rest, rest. G, A, G, F, E, F, G, 2 beats. D, 2 beats. G, 2 beats. E, C. Okay, that is the A part. Now we're going to play it all the way through. Here we go, guys. 2 times. Repeat. Let's go to the B section. In Smart Music, you need to click on the B section to be able to just see B. So if you're wanting the different part, click on the bottom section. Okay, let's try it. We're going to clap and count. B. 1, 2, clap and count and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play it. This is the B section. Don't forget to repeat. So that is A and B. And hopefully I'll be able to put the two parts together so that you can hear them at the same time, because that's a true duet. 31 is a Mozart melody, and I think you're going to know this one. So we're going to clap and count it first, and then I want to see if you can name what it is. 31. 2 together, count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so did you guess what it was? Yes, it was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or it was ABCs, or you might have said Ba Ba Black Sheep. So guess what? Those three songs are really all the same melody. Pretty cool, isn't it? So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? They're using the same melody, aren't they? So it's pretty cool that this is Mozart's melody too. He uses it in one of his symphonies. Let's go ahead and play it all the way through. Moving our fingers, we're gonna say the letters. Here we go, say the letters with me. 2 together, say the letters. C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D, C, G, G, F, F, E, E, D, G, G, F, F, E, E, D, C, C, G, G, A, G, F, F, E, E, D, D. This time we're going to play it. Let's play it all the way through. Okay, and the last song for this week is 32, and we're going to go to 32 now. This is also an Essential Elements quiz, and that really doesn't mean that it's a quiz or a test or anything, but it does want you to put down some symbols. So the first symbols that you're going to put down for this is the treble clef. If you're looking at your book, it says to put down the treble clef, put down the repeat sign, and also put down the time signature, which is 4/4. After you put all of those things into place, it asks for you to say the letters underneath the notes. Hopefully you are knowing those. I want you to read them. We should be reading them as fast as we can say our own name. So make sure you're reading those and following the lines and spaces. Even if you feel like, oh, I know how Twinkle Twinkle goes, I don't need to look at the notes. I want you to read and make sure that your eye is tracking the lines and space notes. This is very important because pretty soon we are going to have more than 6 notes to follow. And if you're not tracking in them now, it's only going to get harder. So don't let it be a handicap. Don't put letters underneath your notes unless you really have to have them, and only use them for the 1 or 2 notes that you forget. We have a new note this week, so A, that's kind of understandable. Maybe you'll put a couple A marks throughout the book, but don't put everything down, and make sure you're tracking with your eyes your lines and space notes, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get more and more. So track your notes now. Well, there's only 6 to track. Okay, let's take a look at let's take a look at 32. We're going to count and clap this first. And it does repeat. Here we go. 1, 2, together, count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2. Do it again. It does repeat. those notes and clap and count the rhythms. We're gonna say the letters this time. Say them with me and track as you go. Here we go. G. G, A, G, F, G, 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 E, C, D, E, F. Say the letters, try it. G, A, G, F, G, 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 E, C, D, E, F. If that is too fast, because it's at 92, you can actually go slower and take the tempo down to 80 or even slower than that, 70, and try it again and again. But try to read those notes and track each line and space note. Here we go. We are going to play. Whoop. We are going to play. Here we go. Tip, make sure that you're breathing through your mouth, not your nose. If you breathe in through your nose, you cannot breathe as fast as you can if you open up the sides of your mouth and take a deep breath. It's much slower. The airstream is much slower through your nose than it is through your mouth, okay? All right, and that is it. That is all of page 8. We had 2 new things. We had A, which is you rock back to the A key. We also learned about the fermata. The fermata is held longer than the duration of the note and usually is cut off. And we played several songs, one of which has lots of titles but has the same melody, right? So pretty cool. I hope you had fun, and I look forward to hearing you play either online or in class. Bye, guys.